Alright, hey yo guys, welcome back, and I'm super excited for you to join me on this one because this is a figure I've been extremely waiting for, but also at the same time kind of disappointed. We're taking a look at the one and the only best robot android waifu out there, 2B herself, Yorohara number 2. I never figured out how to pronounce that first part. Number 2, Type B, and Machine Life. Sorry about that. And Machine Lifeform. So here's the box design. There's the logo. Nier Automata. This is of course a Bring Arts because Square Enix has given up on Play Arts apparently. So really sad that this wasn't a Play Arts. I was actually waiting for this to be a Play Arts, but they decided to make her a Bring Arts instead. So that kind of sucks. But so anyway, that's just my event take. So here it is. A really good monochronic box design. We got the logo. We got some pictures and stuff. We got the symbols. We got pictures on the back that shows you all the cool poses you can do with her. So free to do. So hey, buy poses. So hey, here's all your cool robot waifu poses you can do. Same thing, basic box design on the back, on the side, like on the other side, and nothing else on the front. And you got this cool. I don't think this design was used right on. So it's so we got this weird organic mechanical top here, which is pretty nice. I like that. That's pretty good. Pretty much that's it. So that's pretty much it for the box. Nothing special about the box. Really good box. Really good box design, I'll give them that. It does what it needs to do. So let's take a look at the figure itself now. Alright, hey yo guys. So this is 2B herself, right out the box. She got herself out the box. And as you guys can see, she is on a stand. Normally when I do these figure reviews, most of them do come with stands, but I don't like to use her stand because I like to display the figure standing up naturally. But 2B is a whole nother problem of a mess. Her heel, stiletto, high heels, whatever, cannot support her body weight. She legitimately falls down, and you definitely have to use a stand. Use the stand and cover just to hold her up. So before I get more into it, we like always, if you guys did not know on this channel, we always take a look at the accessories first before we take a look at the actual figure itself. So she actually does come with a good amount of accessories that are pretty good. So first off, she comes with the Lifeform robot thingy. So it's super short. Here is Yokohara himself. Hey. Oh, okay, there it is. So here's the robot. It comes with the Lifeform robot. So it has its own articulation. That's pretty good. Let's see, the leg. This thing does move. I'll move on to the articulation a bit, but yeah, it comes with this. I believe there's another release of this where just 2 of the robots itself, but I think that got delayed or something. But I did not bother picking it up because this is essentially just 2 more copies of him. So I think it comes with like their own accessory, but it wasn't worth it for me to just pick up by itself. So I did bother picking up the 2 extra. It's a separate release of this with 2 more of these Lifeform robots, but I didn't bother picking that up. So completely ignore that. Ignore those other 2. Next, it comes with a bucket because you know buckets are cool, right? You put it on her face like that. Hey, look, you got high 2B. All right. Next, it comes with the little shell, for the Lifeform, free to use. That's I don't know what else to say. It's a shell. That's it. It comes with the little grappling robot, the grappling hook thingy that allows her to fly, you know, like woo. But yeah, it comes with the grappling hook. No, it is not the grappling hook. The little helper roll. I'm thinking of something else. I'm sorry, I was thinking of Breath of the Wild. I don't know why I'm thinking of Breath of the Wild, but here's that little robot thing that flies around. It carries your sword. So this thing, it has no articulation. It's just literally a floating piece of plastic that does nothing. She comes with her trusty sword. So this is an entire piece. This is not. The tassel on the back is a whole entire piece of plastic. It's nothing special. It's just one whole piece of plastic. Sword looks really good. Really good design of the sword. So nothing else to say about the sword. Here's the little halo for the sword for you to put in. I don't know if it actually holds up. Does it actually hold up the sword? Hold on. Nope. It barely holds on the tassels, but keeping it up. But this thing doesn't even hold up the sword. It's supposed to use it to. In theory, you're supposed to use it to hold up the sword, but it doesn't do that. So I don't know what's the point of this halo bit. Next, she comes with a second head. This is her head without her bandage eye patch, so you get a good look at her face. So I'll move on about the look. And her hair's a nice translucent color. So that's pretty good. I'm not gonna. I like this nice translucent thing they did with her hair. That's pretty good. It's like what they did with the lightning play arts. That's pretty good. I like that. And she comes with 4 hands. Excited. First, she comes with like always my favorite hands with any figure is their jazz hands for you to do jazz exercise. Like ooh, hold on. Ooh, jazz hands. So that's pretty good. I like it when there's jazz hands. Next, of course, whoops. Oh, I already lost her the other hand. Where'd the other hand go? Oh, there it is. Next, we got her 2 hands to hold her trusty katana sword thing doohickey stabby stick, her stabby stick. Let's just call it a stabby stick and get that over with. Yeah, so it comes with two stabby stick holding hand. That's it, pretty much it for her accessory. And she actually comes with a good amount of accessory. I wasn't expecting this much accessory. I was just expecting the sword. I was honestly expecting 2 swords, her light sword and her heavy sword, but they didn't bargain us the heavy sword. It comes with a Lifeform, which is pretty cool. That wasn't needed, but that's nice for them to give us to give us a Lifeform like that. So that's pretty good. And so that's pretty much it for the accessories. She comes with a good amount of accessory, which is pretty good. So let's take a look at the figure itself now. So now we're at the main attraction. We're looking at 2B herself, but before we look at 2B, we're gonna take a look at the machine Lifeform it comes with, which is hey, Mr. Yokoharo himself. So like I said, the robot has somewhat of a head articulation. It doesn't. You can't completely spin the head, but you can do this. You can spin the head, but you can't spin you can rotate his head 360. Well, not 360. Clockwise, I guess, or you can spin it one direction, but it doesn't have a 360. The peg is somewhere weird, which is really strange, so I don't understand what's the point of it. His arm does have somewhat movement. It's very limited, I guess, to imitate a robot. His hand does move up and down, so you can shake. No articulation as far as I can. Oh wait, hold on, never mind. His hand does move. I couldn't tell. It's really hard for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, there's his leg. He does have somewhat leg articulation, so he does have a joint right here for his leg, and then he has another one for his foot. Nothing else on his foot, nothing special. But yeah, so the Lifeform does move, so that's pretty good. You can use him to hold your bucket, I guess. Can he hold the bucket? Robot, can you hold the bucket, please? Oh, good, he can. Can he wear the bucket? No, he cannot wear the bucket. You are a useless robot of a Lifeform machine. I'm gonna put you away now. So now that guy's over, let's go on to 2B. And like I said earlier, she's on a stand because she literally cannot stand by herself. Her stupid heels are her foot is so small it cannot support her body weight. So I normally don't like because I don't like using the stand to display the figure. I normally just try to have them naturally stand up. But yeah, she actually has to be held up by her by a stand like this, which it does come with, by the way. I forgot to mention that this does come with a stand. So now that that's dealt, let's take a look at 2B herself now. Okay. Whoops, I put this on. Okay, there you go. Go away, stand. So first off, like I said, with her alternative head, her hair is a translucent plastic, which is pretty nice. I like that it's a translucent plastic. It's pretty good, you know. I like this translucent that Square Enix is doing now. So articulation wise, yep, 360 joint. Head does move up and hands does move side to side. Wherever this, I don't know anything about this. Her dress, I don't know. Wherever this thing does somewhat hinders it because it's all the way her shoulder. Elbow joint does have 360 on the hand. Does what you need to do. She does have a waist. Does she? Oh, no, she does not have a waist joint. Huh. Oh wait, no, she does have a torso joint, but it's very limited on what you can do. Like you could somewhat move her over, but yeah, there's no moving on. Legs, I mean, she moves. She's too booty, so there you go. She has an ass. There you go. She does cook. Like I said, she has super thin legs for some goddamn reason. I don't know why her legs are so goddamn thin. But yeah, knee joints, yep, she does. So she can somewhat kick. So yeah, she does have somewhat. The front of her dress is definitely blocking this legs movement. This one does go all the way up, enough for you to move. So knee joints and then foot. That's 360. So let's take a look at the actual design itself. But like I said, I super like this translucent plastic. This figure will look super weird if it was just a whole color, but this translucent plastic does give it a nice touch. There's her fancy lace dress, whatever. Like I said, she wears a fancy lace dress. There's her ribbon. That's just a whole. Oh, this moves. Oh, I didn't even realize this moves. So hey, that's pretty good. That's a good touch. I like that. I'll give you credit for that, Square Enix. I like that. Her ribbons, or where her tie of her thing, does move. That's pretty good. There's the design. Really good design. There you go. It's all silver colorish. It's actually kind of hard to tell what the color is. This side is silver, this side is black. I don't know if it's intentional like that. Dress, like I said, her dress does get in the way. You can't really do much about it. But at least they were fortunate to have it to be two separate plastic pieces instead of one. So that's pretty good. For thighs, her thigh pantyhose were, I don't know what these call thigh highs. I guess, yeah, sure. Her black boots, like I said, her super small, unbelievably small feet. Like, Jesus Christ, what is going on with her feet? She literally, like I said, she cannot stand up by herself without falling over. So you definitely need the stand to definitely hold her up. But anyway, other than that, yeah, Square Enix did a good job of what they wanted to do with 2B and made a figure of 2B. So in the end, what are my final thoughts about Bring Art's Machine 2B and Machine Lifeform? I'm kind of split in the middle with it. I'm really glad they finally made a 2B figure, but at the same time, I really wish it wasn't a Bring Arts. I rather wish this was a full-scale Play Arts Kai to go with the other Square Enix waifu Play Arts Kai stuff. So kind of just by this Bring Arts. I really hope this does get a Play Arts eventually at some point. I like that it came with the Machine Lifeform. That's a nice touch. It wasn't needed, but it was a pretty good thing. It was pretty good that they gave us the Machine Lifeform, so we didn't have to go all of our way to buy that 2-pack that Square Enix is releasing for no reason, just to make more money off to do something with these Machine Lifeforms that they made. It said I'm really satisfied with the figure. Figure ended up is extremely well done. Like I said, the only problems I have is her goddamn foot, which are so incredibly tiny that she cannot stand up. So really mad that you can't stand up. Like Square Enix figures usually are really good standing up by themselves, but for her, you definitely need the stand. Really wish she had another weapon instead of just being releasing her fast weapon. It came with her heavy weapon sword that you get early in the game. I don't remember the name of it. I remember it off the top of my head, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, figure is extremely well done. I like it. The translucent hair is really nice. I like that. That translucent hair is really good. That's a good touch that they did. Other than that, don't really have much else to say about it. Other than that, this should have been a Play Arts Kai release and not a Bring Arts release. But other than that, in the end, I'm very well satisfied with the figure. Should you pick this up? Yeah, definitely pick this up. Unless they announce a Play Arts Kai, then don't pick this up. If they do announce a Play Arts Kai, pick that up instead. But until then, if they don't announce a Play Arts Kai, definitely pick up the Bring Arts version. Because in the end, this is really good. Really good for what it represents. It shows 2B and all of her robot, waifu, android goodness. I guess that's what I want to say. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the end for some weird, creepy anime picture, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, thanks, bye.